Welcome back, dweebs, to another episode of the Weekly Dweeb for the first time live in 2 weeks. With me, as always, is my good friend Kev. Kev, how are we doing today, my friend?
Happy Monday, everybody. I am doing swell. Just getting a great jump start on this week. Got a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Glad, most importantly, above all else, just glad to be back here for a live show. And now it almost looks, James, like our rooms are next to each other. I finally got the great
they kind of bleed in. Yeah, you nice little setup. You did a little work while I was gone, Kev. That's fun. Got it figured out. I've got the comment thing test run up, Kev. We're gonna see how this works. Kind of bleeds into your screen a little bit. I don't know if we can edit that or not. We'll see. Kev, nothing happened. Kev, nothing. Absolutely, yeah. Kind of just goes. It's just going to go right into your little shelf back there. Don't worry about it. Kev, absolutely nothing happened while we were gone. Absolutely nothing. While we were gone, we got Unreal Fest in Orlando, where CD Projekt Red debuted a Witcher 4 tech demo. We got PlayStation State of Play, we got the Summer Games Fest, and then we got Xbox Games Showcase. These all were 4 straight days last week. Bang, 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 bang. There are a lot of topics, a lot of game announcements. We will not cover everything, but we're going to scroll through and talk about our favorite stuff. So, Kev and me have looked at this, but we're going to do it on the fly. First up, Kev, is I want to start with this Witcher tech demo. And we're just gonna play it. It's 14 minutes long. We're gonna skip right to the good stuff, and then play it for just a couple minutes. I want to get your thoughts on what the reality of this, if this is possible, what you think about it. I've watched bits and pieces. I don't think you've watched any of it. And it's outrageous. Like, if this is real, it's gonna be something. So I don't want to give too much away, but I'm going to pull that up first.
Love that setup. All right, I'm ready.
Let's get there. It is the Witcher. This is the one I want.
I'm glad this is a tech demo. I'll say that because
it is a tech
demo.
Know so
anything about the Witcher story.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Kev to have.
Assume that there are witches involved.
Yes, but they're not the main character. Witchers are different than witches. Yeah, so you don't need to know anything about the story. It's a tech demo. I want to stress that. So this is them showing what they're trying to create with The Witcher 4, and I'm going to play it, and we'll just kind of...
and it's an opportunity. We just couldn't pass it up.
Let you see this.
So we've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. On screen there. Look, it works.
Kaitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure. Let's do it.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Right?
Playing video games in front of
what you
room
just
of people.
saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing.
And this is on PS5.
So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir.
We can't see it on the bottom. It's not actual gameplay, it's a tech demo.
Right now,
so
she is investigating the monster, and after gathering the clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
Wish we had closed captions for this.
All right, everyone.
Oh, you want them on? I can get you.
Oh, perfect. That'd be great.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
There you go.
So just like Geralt the Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
Apologies if it's skipping a little bit. My internet
Return
is
to town.
dying. It
These
doesn't
two
look like
characters
it's
need
playing
to
very
feel
good.
like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're
Let's turn
introducing
the comments
multi-character
off and see.
motion matching in Unreal. So Siri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her
So
feels
it's not
realistic
skipping in the live,
and grounded.
the actual one. That's my computer being shitty.
And there are also some
So I
really
do
nice
apologize
improvements
there.
to our Unreal Chaos
Bad
Flex
tech
Solver
demo.
and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
That's incredible.
It's incredible what they're trying to do.
So
I
let's
don't
leave
need
Siri
it
behind for a second
at all
and talk about the
In
world.
a video
itself.
game, I'm never gonna look that closely
So much
at
of the Witcher
horse,
world
but
is natural,
I respect
organic,
the hustle.
especially Kovir with its dense
Right.
forest,
It's true.
wild nature.
Yeah, and wild
That's what I
nature
like.
is
Can
hard.
they actually pull this
And
off?
with nanite geometry,
I don't-
we've freed
I don't
artists
know.
from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom.
me skip,
There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle.
Let's
So we
pause
are
it
excited
here.
to introduce.
I want to try.
Guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
While you scroll for that, I will just say that while the tech might not be cooperating on our end, I'm not really a big fan of seeing this stuff if it's not
Yeah, it's
gameplay.
interesting, right?
I don't really care. If it does look like this, that's amazing, and I'd be very excited. But the fact that they just did that whole bird swooping down to switch to, I imagine, is just going to be a different location, a different version of the tech demo. It makes me wonder, like, how much of this is just a cutscene, or it feels like putting your finger on the scale, so to speak, where it's like, show me what the game can actually do, not a souped up version of what it's never going to look like when
Yeah,
I'm
this
playing
is
it
the stuff
anyway.
that is wild right here when we start going through this town. Like, it's like, why would you
I'm so excited we can finally show you some
do
of
this
Let's see
if
what Valdos has to offer.
it's not going to happen, right? Again, I'm downloading stuff now to hopefully help us out here.
Oh, so that's going to get...
I'm downloading
Nice.
the other stuff we're gonna show. Like,
Heck
this
yeah.
doesn't. This is crazy. Right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's
I don't-
hard on my end. It's hard for me to tell, to be honest. But
yeah, because it's skipping
correct.
so much.
yeah,
so
it looks
that's my
like it's
fault.
incredibly detailed, and there's a lot of stuff going on. But and again, this could be me being a poor and only playing on a PS4 and Xbox One, and the occasional very lo-fi Marvel Rivals round on my computer, which I've all but given up at this point. I don't even try. But to me, has this not been done? I see this and I'm thinking, okay, it looks like an Assassin's Creed. I'll give them credit. There seem to be a lot more people in the areas. So like that is certainly something to tip your cap at, but it's just, I don't know, with like the Red Deads and the GTAs and the Assassin's Creeds of the world, I'm just not sure what is the big blow away. Is it just that everything looks so real? Because in which case that could be it, but it's just kind of skipping on my end.
Hadbug says she thought Assassin's Creed 2. It's the realness. There's a lot of interaction, which unfortunately, because my computer's a piece of shit, I can't show it right now. I'm trying to download it and see if I can get it.
It's just like, dude, Assassin's Creed, you can see pyramids. I mean, there's one where you get to roam like all of Greece. So I'm just like, all right, yeah, it's neat, but is this doing it? Now that is some high detailed beardage right there that I can see. You can pick out the individual gray hairs on that one, which is something that's hitting way too close to home for me, James. All right. I was not ready to have to deal with that today. Luckily I keep my tweezers on me.
Oh,
so
no,
I'm gonna get a little beard sensitive now. Hang on. We'll just
okay, I did get a download, so we're gonna attempt to do this a different way. Can't guarantee this is gonna work. My internet's playing. My internet and computer are just great. So let's see. Let's present this and see if this works a little bit better.
Like and subscribe. That's how you can contribute to the computer fund. You want to see updated production value? Well, just leave us a thumbs up.
Yeah, you want better production value.
Make your sacrifice to the algorithm gods, and we will thank you eternally. Did I just put a spell on us on accident? My bad. It's all this Witcher nonsense.
We're 2 per current contract.
A little spooky.
Does this look a little bit better?
Let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
I can't tell on my end.
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what.
Yeah, I still got a little chop, but it's a little better.
Better than okay. That's a start. It's better than the YouTube version I tried to play.
Oh.
There we go. I think this is more what I was trying to show off. But this is the best way to do it on my computer. Right?
Okay, yeah. Well, introducing a bear into the town square. Yeah, that's all right.
Just a friend. Just a friendly little friend.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is.
I think it's all the responsiveness and that's not
now that is cool.
That's more
apples, and another NPC comes to get them. Even the pigs run towards it. That okay.
Here in a second. Sorry, I couldn't show it. Here in a second. So right here on the right, there's a guy getting thrown to the bar.
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Well, and see, this is the stuff I was talking about earlier, James, where I don't know whether I want to trust this or not.
It's because it's tech
does
demo.
that right? Like, does that happen anytime you walk into somebody carrying fruit, or did they design this in?
Exactly, that's a good question.
Just running a script
his own agenda in all of
to showcase some of the things that might happen around the town.
That's where I'm like, I know you're trying to show it off. It's just a tech demo, but are you creating unrealistic expectations?
With Churus. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them.
Let's see. I don't know what else.
It's a pretty nice transition into the cutscene, though, from
just straight through it.
Playing. But again, that's another thing. Like, where was the indicator? It just makes me think that a lot of this is like not how it will look and feel when you're playing it. Was there any kind of HUD or anything?
I presume this comes as no surprise.
No, not for this. No.
No. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no.
Let's see if there's. I'm just gonna click through. I've not watched this, so if there's anything else we want to see here.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in a simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects, Chaos Cloth,
Smart Alex stuff,
but also with room to spare on the game.
I know at the very beginning of this. At some point there's a cutscene. Anyway, so my question, Kev, is: are you setting unrealistic expectations by making that to begin with? Because as somebody that loves The Witcher 3, and there's a lot of us, I would, if that was what it looked like, I'd shit my pants.
Well, I think I probably should punt that one back to you to start, because I haven't played any of these games. So I guess you tell me, does that seem like a realistic extension from where you've been? Do you think you'll be able to do all of that? Like, how involved?
I don't. The games are massive. They're huge games. They're very involved quest lines, right? But to see that level of detail, and like you said, like, is it scripted if you walk into said person? Is that just normal? Is that program? I don't. Seems like that's an unrealistic thing to put out there. To me, would be insane with that kind of level of detail.
That's where I'm leaning, because, and again, I am admittedly a bit of a pessimist, so maybe I'm just not being optimistic enough here, not giving them the benefit of the doubt. But my thoughts are, if it looks that great and it's the gameplay, wouldn't you want to show that? Like, right? Wouldn't that sell it a little bit better? So if it's just at a point where the game isn't developed enough to do something like that, that's a different story. That's a little more acceptable. But yeah, I just think that generally speaking, if your goal is going to be to sell people on this stuff, you're probably going to load your hand as best as you can. Like, you're going to have those little cut scenes. Like, he knew exactly what to point to and what to interact with. It didn't seem like, it's not like we had a character just running around and interacting with stuff at random and watching the chaos unfold. It felt like it was very linear. She walked in one direction, bumped into the only character I remember seeing that was carrying anything, and then had the apples and stuff, and even the bear where they walked by. It just seemed like it was all timed up very well to specifically play out that way, which I do believe is potentially a bit misleading. So I think you might be onto something there, James.
The Witcher is very open world too, so like this demo seems linear. The games are not. They're not full every. It's not GTA where you can walk from one point of the map to the other one. Like, there's huge pockets. So I guess not true open world, but those pockets are, those massive areas are. So it's not, the game is not linear like that.
What would you rather have, James? More functionality in your open world game, just like whether it be more characters to interact with, more things to craft, more just stuff to manage, or would you rather it all be rendered and everything look beautiful and real, but it be there just be less game to it? Because I feel like that's the trade-off, right? Because I'm still a dude who thinks Fallout New Vegas is like, that's one of my favorite games, and it certainly looks 30 years old. It doesn't hold a candle to anything, but I don't care because I love.
I would rather option one. I want a better world. I want more to do. I want better quests. One of the defining things of The Witcher 3 is they have some of the best quests you'll ever play. Some of their quests are unbelievable. I would rather have all that and more of an artistic style to it than, because we're to a point now, right, where we're talking about how many villagers are on screen. You know what I mean? Like, we're the ultra realism part. We're so far down that rabbit hole. We'll never see a graphical jump like we did from the Super Nintendo to the 64, or like the 64 to PlayStation 2. Like, we're never going to see that again. So I care more about the story, the characters, the options I have within that world, the quests, the et cetera, right? The Red Dead stuff, that kind of stuff. The Grand Theft Auto for those type of people. That's the world I want to live in. I don't need it. I don't care if this guy with this apple box is scripted or not. Like, I don't care if I walk into him and nothing. If he drops his apples, great. If not, great. If he drops them and nobody picks them up, I don't give a shit.
You don't care about how vascular your steed is? I need a very veiny steed.
I want a fast steed
to get immersed.
As we know with Kev's Red Dead horse, like, we need a good steed.
Dude, you better not get rid of this horse for me, game. I can't.
Oh my Lord, we have a special guest appearance today, Kev.
Oh, what up, Darth?
What is up, Darth Maul? It's talking
Batman?
all the. No. Took me a second. I almost missed the reference there.
Just write my own fan fiction.
Welcome, brother. Welcome. That scrolling is working there. I'm assuming it's going to pop in front of you though. So I wonder if we can mess with that.
Ooh, shout out to Streamer. That's all right. I can do a little spin.
Yeah, just get off to the side. Go and get out the way, bud. We are talking all video games announcements from last week because everybody did it at once. Instead of having E3, they just
what a strategy. Do you think that was smart, James? I mean, now, if it were my job to decide, I would say, hey, well, everybody else is doing it this week, and maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way, but I'd rather have more of the attention pie. If there's only so many slices,
and I think they went the opposite way of what you're thinking. I think they're like, Oh, they're announcing, so we got to announce.
They got to be talking. They're talking about everybody
Or
else. We want them talking
Games
about
Fest
us
is happening,
too.
so we have to talk. Like, I think that's what happened, right?
Why wouldn't you make them wait? Just even if it's just next week, or I mean, especially nowadays, a week is like an eternity in the media sort of memory.
I don't know.
So
I don't
why
know.
the need to do that?
I would have waited. I'd wait till this week. Get out. It's
Have
very
your- do your own
cluttered.
thing.
There's a lot of game announcements, and the Switch wasn't released last week too. There was a lot going on
The
last
Switch is a joke, dude. Is that a segment that we have for today? Nintendo
we have
is a joke.
we're gonna pause because there's only one Switch 2 topic I want to talk about, and it's the stapler incident. And of course, my I signed out of StreamYard earlier. My Twitter's also signed out. So let's see if I can get into this real
Oh
quick.
no.
I gotta
James was
approve this
scammed.
guy. No,
He
I
thought
just
the
cleared. I
IRS
just deleted.
needed,
I just cleared all my stuff.
Walmart gift cards, or he was going to get arrested, so he had to clear all cookies. The Switch 2 is fine. I just don't think the new Mario Kart game is all that cool. Okay,
I'm not excited about that game either. I'm not really a fan of that. Like Mario Kart to me it's Mario Kart's all the same.
Yeah, it's sort of you talk about the history of games and all this stuff we were talking about before. Like, what else can you do with Mario Kart? And at this point, from some of the screenshots I've seen, it doesn't look like it even got the aesthetic makeover. Like, it doesn't. It didn't look that impressive when I saw the side-by-sides on Twitter. And maybe to reframe what I said, because I may end up being incorrect, the Switch 2, like the way that it launched, I thought is a joke, right? I guess maybe that's more of what I meant.
The launch is really
there's
bad.
one game you can play now, right? Do you at least have access to if you do the online thing, do you at least have access to the retro game library? So, okay.
So if you're subscribed now, if you're paid,
everything that you could just play if you had a Switch 1.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at a Switch 2 and think, why would I buy that as opposed to just buying the regular Switch? The only thing I can think of right now would be to play this Mario Kart game, which I've heard you can beat. Listen, if Darkside Phil beat it in a couple hours, the rest of us are beating it in like 40 minutes. And then what? So unless you just want to Mario Kart race online, correct me if I'm wrong, James, haven't had a Switch. You can race your friends online now, right?
That would be one thing is if you want to play Mario Kart online. And you probably could on the old console. And it gives a bunch of upgrades to a lot of Switch games. They apparently run better on there, et cetera, right? But some you have to pay for. So you get access to the whole Switch library, right? So they didn't release it with the Mario or Zelda game, which is quite a wild thing to do. Quite a really wild thing to do.
Playing as now crabs, I might be into. You guys know I have
cows. The cows are very realistic. They have shit all over their butts. So I saw it's the most realistic, the accurate depiction of cows in a video game ever. Their butts are all brown. They shit all over themselves. Just hilarious. Kev, this is the only story I want to talk about. A lot of the Switch. We talk about the Switch 2 launch not being great. The packaging for the Switch, obviously, also not very great. Multiple customers reported that a GameStop in New York punctured their Switch 2 screens by accidentally stapling receipts to their boxes. Here is the front of it. You can see the staple. You can see the Switch 2 box in the back. And here is the Switch screen. Stapled it right into it. Apparently, there's very little padding on the inside, and the staples go directly through. And GameStop likes to do this. They like to staple receipts to boxes for pre-orders, obviously, just to easily be able to hand them out, right? So you stapled the screen. However, I will give GameStop credit. So they refunded, or they didn't refund. They replaced all these. It was only one store. It wasn't a huge deal, right? They have an elite tweet, and I'll give them credit where credit is due. We have an Office Space tweet.
Oh, there it is.
What? Say.
Here, let me just go ahead and get that from you.
That's pretty good.
Oh, there it is. What?
So
good on
give them credit where credit is
intern.
due. Good credit on you, intern, for a great tweet. They replaced all those switches, the Switch 2s there. So that's my only Switch 2 story I've got. I don't have one. I don't plan on getting one anytime. Yeah.
What an interesting. I don't know who to blame here. Probably Nintendo. You would think that a console like that on its own would warrant just better safe packaging, but especially that the price has gone up and everything. I would imagine you would make it so nothing like that could happen, but also stapling receipts to boxes with hardware inside them is incredibly dumb. And why aren't you doing it on the top? Like, if you're going to staple it, you should staple it on one of the side panels where it will be opened. Yeah. Because you can safely assume there's going to be a little bit of space there for people to rip and
packaging
cut.
On the side, yeah.
Like, but then again, at the same time, like, I imagine most of these high schoolers working at GameStop have put about as much thought into their job as they're ever going to put into it. Well, and I don't blame you.
Can't do it for them. They don't know what they're doing.
Hey, Google, where should I staple this? Novel concept, Headbook, or just hand the receipt to the person like an adult. That'd be my thing.
Tape too. Tape. If you're gonna do it.
Oh, there is tape. Wow, Scotch tape.
The box. Scotch tape.
Wow.
I mean, tape would work. It wouldn't look great, but
that's crazy. This is what happens. When you don't just order things online. All right.
Yep.
Physical media, but except during a midnight release. Just pick it up later. I guess just don't. That's what you get for pre-ordering. Mm-hmm. You ordered it early. You paid more money for it. You dumbass. We're gonna staple your.
Fuck you. Your Maul, I don't know if it was a Switch 2 or. Yeah, I think it's a whole packaging issue. Sorry, I read that comment wrong. Look at like a stamp, slap it on. Okay, moving on. We're just going to go in chronological order, Kev. Next one, I've got Sony State of Play. Theirs was the next day. So this was June 4th. These were just every single day last week. They just rolled through. This is just Sony's official page, so we'll skip through shit that doesn't matter. Astrobot getting new levels. Awesome game if you haven't played it. Baby Steps, Kev. I don't know if you've heard of this game. It's fucking weird. Where it's a walking simulator, and you have to. I play this.
Don't they already have one of those? Isn't it called Death Stranding?
Yeah. But this one, you just control the feet or some weird shit. See if it plays. I don't care if
I love it.
But is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just need to pee.
How badly?
Just normal. Bad.
Just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I've not watched this trailer, so.
Pea shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
Okay, I don't know what I'm watching now. It's just a walking simulator.
You just trying to find a place to pee out in the woods?
Yep.
Oh, man. Are you drunk, too?
You control the steps. Like, I don't know if it's with the triggers or what it is.
You found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Closing door and everything.
What
I mean, for me, that's essential.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I mean, ever since I was a kid, really couldn't go with the other kids. Yeah, no, I needed the stall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not
my new favorite game. I have so many mixed emotions right now. James, on the one hand, I want to say, kids, there are parks out in the real world. You could just go do this. You don't need to simulate this. It's one of the
you can go outside and walk. Just go walk.
3 forms of entertainment we have. You can just go fucking walk. It's fine. Just do that. They even have proper bathrooms at most of them, unless that's part of the adventure for you, in which case, fair enough. But wow, it would have been a new low if it weren't for the wonderful comedic acting in that game. I kind of want to play that, James.
Just for the stupidity. That could be a fun streaming game.
Thank you, Headbug, for the alligator sweatpants shout out. I appreciate that. Yes, James.
That could be a fun streaming game.
Have told a story about a guy shitting himself. So there we go. It could be a fun stream game. I like that. If that ends up on Game Pass,
that
you
could
will
be
see a stream on this channel.
Yeah, hell yeah. Stu is here. Stu has showed up. Turn those notifications on for this tomfoolery every single week. We are back live, so come join us. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.
We're back.
Did you end up getting an Xbox? Did you pull the trigger in May? Did you end up doing it?
No, not yet. It will happen.
I knew with the price increase, it got a little goofy
up on me. I think it's finally settled, but
yeah,
it will happen. But I do have Game Pass again, so I've been playing other games on my old Xbox.
Hell yeah. We're gonna scroll through these. Kev, chat, if there's anything you want to stop and talk about, let me know. I don't know what this one is. This is a mountain climbing game. I also don't know why they
got
didn't
all
put
the different.
Why they didn't put the best games right at the top?
Yeah, how'd the walking take a shit simulator get
like in the first game
Mount Everest climber? That's nuts.
Cool art style. You could just go climb too.
Yeah, this I would rather do virtually.
Because you would die.
It's a Telltale game.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, because I would die. I don't even like the rocks at the fair. You know, there's like 20 feet tall. That's about as much as I'll do.
right?
Well, tag team climb. Maybe we can do it together.
Winning me over with the soundtrack.
Do they understand what we're doing?
Yes, the soundtrack's getting
climbing.
These cool art style.
There's no way they could get it.
Good dog. I love that they show you dying in this trailer. That's
die.
Oh, and you gotta bandage up your hands. This would be a lot cooler if at the end it has like the terror plot twist. There's just like giant demon chasing you.
How you doing?
Bird.
Why was that person
The
climbing in
mountain
the
is in
storm?
the gut.
That
Deep
seems dumb.
inside,
Just to feel alive.
there's only the mountain.
Well, we appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. It's all video new here today.
No worries.
Yeah, go right on ahead. There's some.
We
crazy
appreciate
things.
you.
Yeah, we're not
Enjoy
even-
climbing that mountain. Darth says, you know what? I don't need these hitchhiking simulators. I can go just walk around if that's what I want to do. But
go outside.
the Everest game seems kind of fun. But yeah, why would you climb a mountain in the rain, James, is beyond me. But I think mountain climbing is one of those things that if you take it on as a hobby, it slowly consumes you like some sort of amorphous blob in a 50s horror film. And then you're just like a climber. It's kind of like you can't just ride bicycles. You become a cyclist, you know, and then it's just like
you don't just casually ride bikes. Then you're the
just
Lance
like,
Armstrong suit and the helmet. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's like 5K guys and stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, just run everywhere. That's cool. Hot Shots Golf is making a comeback. I love that.
Don't have a trailer on that though.
That's a real throwback. My favorite PlayStation 1 golf game right there, Hot Shots Golf.
Hot Shots Golf is awesome.
It's really fallen from grace, but I love having it. How do you feel about this tactics thing? Do you play? I know you're a big Final Fantasy guy.
I do. I'll just play this for a second. I've never played this. So this is a remake of the original Tactics game that came out in '97 for PlayStation. So you may have played this pretty old game. I do like these type of games, so I will probably
Abandon not your way
give it a
children
shot.
of Ivalice, but deliver us from our
We got any
sins,
gameplay here?
that we might know salvation.
The Lord's Prayer?
Yeah, so this is like
the Lord's Prayer.
If you feel wrong, blame yourself or the Father.
What's that?
Why do you fight? Why walk
I think
this
they did.
path of
I think they
subterfuge
gave God
and
a
conflict?
copyright infringement. Is what I'm saying. They reworded the Lord's Prayer, dude. That's
just take it. It's ours to use now. So it's just a remake of the original game. So
how is it like? I haven't played a lot of tactics games, but that looked just like any other Final Fantasy old game.
Tactics is so.
What's the difference?
It's hard to. I don't know if you can actually see it anywhere in here. It's a grid-based game.
Okay,
So
because that's what I was thinking.
This
Normally,
this is a little better to see it. So it's grid-based. So it's not like tactic or regular Final Fantasy, usually turn-based. This is a grid-based. It's also turn-based, but grid-based. You can move X amount of tiles type deal. You have X characters. That's what it is. This is a little easier to see it. There's not a whole lot of gameplay in there.
Yeah, I'd be into this. It depends on how much a game like this costs. Like I
Can't
won't pay
be
more than $20 for this.
Yeah, my guess is it's probably 40 because it's a remake. Or they like a refresh, I don't know what you call it, and you get the actual original game. And they added voice dialogue to this, so they brought in a bunch of voice actors. Headbug is not wrong.
The difference is a higher number on the title. Yeah, this is one I will see you when you are
this is my
either a free PlayStation Plus game or
probably
that would be the only way because you're probably not going to get added to Game Pass, are you?
It will be at some point. They used the state of play to announce the next state of play for Ghost of Yote, so that's something.
Announcing an announcement. Thank you. Thank you for that.
IO is debuted footage for their James Bond game. If you don't know who IO is, Kev, IO makes the Hitman games. So the Hitman games are making a James Bond game. I'm just gonna click through
so that explains why in Hitman, I don't know. I thought it was in one of these announcements. I think there's a James Bond villain that is being included as a Hitman.
It's from the first movie with what's his face in it. Casino Royale, that villain. Isn't it Mads?
I think so.
I think you're right. Let's see if I can find it.
Now that makes a lot more sense. I mean, it already kind of made sense. It's just an oddly specific. I was like, why would that guy be an assassin?
Yeah, he's definitely. I think you're right because they showed the MGM logo right here.
Do you have an appointment?
So yes, I think you're right. I don't know where it is.
So this is gonna be Hitman, but I can play poker and stuff. It's like Hitman meets Red Dead.
Yeah, it's Hitman except James Bond.
Ooh, not approved. The British accent sounds fake.
Oh, sounds fake. I wasn't even really listening to
Brit.
it. Well, maybe
she would know.
Without a target. Let's give him one.
I didn't hear it.
Don't they already have a pretty good, at least Agent 47's handler?
James Bond. He's with
me.
me.
I see what they did there.
Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Get ahead of ourselves, James.
Not good.
They should have had Connery do it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You just use the voice. I'm out. I'm not interested. There's one specific game they showed. Some
one of
Snake
two
Eater.
Marvel fighting games. Ooh, actually, can we pause for a second? Because I want to just point out there are two Marvel fighting games that have been announced. Right here is good.
Okay.
Because I also want to talk about Snake Eater, but I want to talk about Snake Eater more than this. But I wouldn't mind seeing a few seconds of this just so we can see what the gameplay looks like. Because another just odd decision. How and why? Who is in charge of Marvel's licensing department? And why are you going to have two competing Marvel fighting games announced within days of each other?
What's the other one?
We'll see it. I think it's not the Xbox specific, but the other.
The Summer Games Fest. Yeah,
Summer Games. And so this will be, I'm assuming, more of an anime art style.
Yeah, it looks like it here.
Or this might be like the old arcade look, maybe. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, it looks like Marvel Capcom.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Even down to the tag team partners. I mean, okay, yeah, it looks cool. Nothing we haven't seen 100 times.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll talk. I didn't know there was a second one, so when we come to the other one, we're gonna play some of that and talk about it.
And then we probably don't need to see or say anything about this next one. I just, for the love of the game, we can't not give our love to Metal Gear Solid. So what are they doing here? Just Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
They're remaking Metal Gear Solid.
So it's just okay. So it's just a remake, right?
Yeah, they're remaking it. Yeah, which that game is fantastic.
Man, dude, the amount of time I do not have to spend on a remaster version of this game. One of my favorite games ever. I know there's a big difference between 2 and 3 when you finally got like the more freedom in what you could do in 3 with the
3 is so awesome.
Camera motion and everything. There's just so much to do. It's really when the story starts to, I shouldn't say that, the story jumped the shark from the beginning, but 3 gets really goofy.
starting at 2, yeah. 3 throws it back though, and then they show them. They got a bunch of like ape escape mode going on. They're promoting way too much for my liking.
But with the enhanced metrics, like if you think about MGS4 and the way they use camouflage, like there's probably going to be some cool little enhancements to this. I doubt it'll just be a reskin. I'm sure they'll use some.
No, I think they remade this from the ground up. It sounds like.
Loading like
God,
this. It's a revolution.
Revolver Ocelot, one of my favorite villains in any franchise.
He's awesome. And got better when they made this game. He was really cool when they made this game.
Yeah, it's all worth it. Any of the stuff you don't like about this game is probably all worth it because of the Ocelot story. Oh, what's up, Shadow? Welcome.
What up?
Oh my
great
God!
Cast of villains in that game. Some of the best villains and boss fights you'll ever play. The sniper, the old man sniper, is so fucking fun.
Maybe I'm glad I haven't bought my Xbox yet. Maybe it will be a PS5, James. This may have changed my mind right here.
This comes out this year, August 28th. Right
Maybe
there.
I should just play.
You haven't made a decision yet.
PS2
You haven't
copy
made a
I
decision yet.
I should just do that. That's the responsible. Oh, speaking of fighting games, we've seen 100 times.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat
Legacy Collection. I guess it combines all the old games or a bunch of old ones, I suppose. Not something.
And the legacies of all the other licenses they've purchased since then. So it'd be like Mortal Kombat Legacy. You can fight as Homelander versus Jason Voorhees.
Right.
What the fuck are we doing,
Yeah.
boys? Just make a second game.
Yeah, exactly.
With the metric, like you can still use the Mortal Kombat engine. It's just weird. It's too weird for me. I don't like it.
It's too much for me. Ninja Gaiden, the 2D game that has been released. I'm pretty sure it's out on Xbox. Is now coming out on PlayStation, obviously, because Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out. The release date's announced in another show we're going to talk about here in a second. So we're not going to spend any time there. Neo 3. I don't know anything about these games. Do you, Kev?
I do not.
Don't know anything about them.
I hear they're pretty good.
It's on 3, so they can't be bad, right? They spelled collection.
They spell.
Can't spell. These damn Americans.
Oh, it's got to be with the K. You know,
gotta
as
be.
a Kev, I accept that. I'm good with it.
Yeah, there's some other.
Oh,
stuff.
PlayStation Plus. What is the announcement for PlayStation Plus, James? What is this?
We're
We're upping the price.
Sword of Sea coming. Oh, a bunch of new titles announced.
Oh, they're just these are the games coming out next month. You bum. What in the filler episode is that bullshit?
That is a filler, yeah.
Jesus, old habits die hard, huh? You couldn't help but putting a bullshit ad in your post full of
drop it right in the middle.
God,
right in the middle.
We pause this advertisement to bring you a fucking PlayStation Plus
advertisement.
Wieners.
Oh fuck. They can't help
Seven.
themselves. Yeah, what's up, Steven? Pragmata. I don't know anything about this game. We're gonna we still got 2 other shows to get through, so I'm just saying. Okay, here's the one I was looking for. Okay. Silent Hill F, the announcement trailer. So I'm gonna remove this because I downloaded it while I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I want to present and watch this because we watched it we watched that one Silent Hill trailer, and it was fucking creepy. So why not a second time, Kev?
I can't wait. I love it. It's been a minute since I've been scared. Let's see if this does it.
I'm gonna pull the comments off just for this.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
Oh, is she gonna turn into a spiral?
誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて。
What the fuck is that
そんなの
sound?
絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし。いや！ひらこ！ サクコ！
Well, I got the feeling that was her grandmother doing that creepy laugh.
That was fucking.
Why'd they specifically mention her grandma?
Weird.
What is creepier? The scary children or scary grandma? Maybe that. Maybe that might be scary. Woo!
来るな
God. Oh.
ひなこどこにいるのひなこはいいよね何でも持ってる
Oh boy.
そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする一人は嫌だよ寂しいよずっと一緒だよって
I don't like those things.
約束したよね暗いのは嫌一人ぼっちは嫌
I feel like it's scarier because it's also not in English.
I actually agree with that.
It's like there's no chance for the lines to feel corny, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of times
You don't know what
you
they're
gotta do it
saying.
with ease. I feel like that's why I always enjoy
裏切り者
subs over dubs. Because the dub, then you're at the mercy of a potentially bad American voice actor delivering a bad line. When I have to read along, it all sounds like it's the best delivered line ever to me because I don't know how it's supposed to sound. So I'm just like, oh shit, this is terrifying. Whoo!
Fuck that.
Yeah, would not play that, especially not alone.
I want the sun out. I want it like peak of the day.
I can't afford my electricity bill if I were to play that game.
No, thank you.
Terrifying. The one aspect of it that I will be interested to hear about from our horror-loving fans that will play this game is how much is put into the combat. Because at least for me, part of what used to always be so terrifying about those games was your inability to really do anything about it. Not only did you have to monitor your ammo constantly, but even with those old like Sherman tank handling of the character was hard to move around. So your incentive was almost always to run. You weren't really standing your ground and beating things down with a 2x4. But a lot of what we see is this main character in hand-to-hand combat situations. Now I can understand
stuff like that.
Like them doing some of those quick cut scenes or the quick time events where they're showing you the close-up. But I wonder, it would to me be to this game's detriment if you can just run around and melee everybody to death like that.
Did not see a gun, which
different
is good.
game.
Yes,
but yes, also you didn't.
I think a melee should be like a last case scenario. Like that's it. You have to try to survive, and most of the time it's not going to work out. Them fucking creatures swinging them knives and shit. Nope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they all just look so overpowered that it makes me wonder if you're going to be fighting your way through all of this as opposed to trying to sneak through.
If it's more like trying to survive, I'm cool. I'm more on board. I'm not going to play it. I'm scared shitless.
Yeah, I can't wait for someone to make a 2 to 3 hour cutscene movie with some narration to let me know what happens in this game because I won't be playing it.
Agree. Which leads me into the perfect segue. Summer Games Fest is the next topic we've got. And the first thing announced at Summer Games Fest was Resident Evil Requiem. Ooh. Resident Evil 9 is the game. It's just a different name. So guess what, Kev? Let's watch another horror trailer.
Yes.
So we've got the Resident Evil Requiem trailer now. as it pops up here. There we go. Like and subscribe for more scary content, apparently.
Sir.
This is the announcement trailer.
Like you can see the light shining off his bald head, James. I love that. I feel seen right now. And the reflection off the glasses. Yeah, this game is for me.
This is Kev's game. This is Kev's type of scary game.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
What a cluttered desk. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that desk. Oh, I hate this desk.
That
Makes me mad. It gives me-
is the most
makes me
horrifying part of this game, I bet.
Yes,
Nothing will
like
scare me
You have to
more
clean
than
the
that
desk in the first hour.
Yeah, like how much work?
If this is
Oh
about
my
the report
God.
you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
But I'll settle for you. Oh, I was waiting for
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
Yeah. That's why she can't be bogged
The
down with all
Roundup
that
Hotel.
admin work.
Yeah. And like that.
I know.
Don't know what it was.
That's
Didn't
where
like
your
it.
mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this? Hey! Help!
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
What?
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from me!
Oh! And thank you for not calling it RE9. Thank you so much for not doing that.
Ugh.
Appreciate it.
I don't know. I don't like scary.
I love that. Again, that's another game I likely won't play too much of myself because I'm a great big wuss. But that gave me some nostalgia for one of my favorite horror series. Headbug agrees. It looks sick. Loving the details. She also says that that's a woman's desk, so
Yep.
it's fine. All right, good to know. I've still got anxiety about all the administrative work not getting done over at the FBI in this fictional
Yeah, Kev hasn't
universe,
got over
but
the desk and the report that's not going to get done on time. He's pissed.
that's scary to me than whatever that giant snake-looking thing was that came down from the ceiling.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm out. I don't like scary shit. So this is the beginning of Summer Games Fest. There's a ton here. There's a lot of. Kev, tell me if you want to stop on anything.
Just a quick shout out to Scott Pilgrim. We don't need to look at it, but
yeah, great movie. Weird fighting. This fighting game, which is interesting. Whatever. A lot of little things like
Lego Voyagers. I wish Lego Voyagers had been around
Yes.
back when that was my younger brother's favorite game franchise. I would have
Oh no shit.
enjoyed
That's
playing
fun.
Voyagers instead of Star Wars for the 80th time. It was still fun, don't get me wrong, but or love a unique logo or Lego experience. Love that.
We get I'm not an Omnimusha guy. There's another trailer, Mafia trailer.
Ooh, there we go. The Old Country. So what, this has
Yep.
got to be a prequel, right? This is
don't
a
know.
franchise of games that I've enjoyed. Admittedly, in every single one, I've gotten to a point where a level was just so frustrating that I inevitably gave up. So skill issue on my part. That's what's kept me from finishing the Mafia games. But I think it's fun. It will inevitably always get compared to Grand Theft Auto, and therefore
Yeah.
it will always be found wanting. It's kind of like Saints Row in that way.
Yes.
But if you're looking for something in that ballpark, I do think Mafia is worth checking out. Now, it's been, I think Mafia 3 was probably the last one I played, so I don't know if there's been how many releases there have been since. So maybe it has lost its way, but I have enjoyed the time I've spent playing those games when I didn't get locked out due to my lack of skill.
Yeah.
So I would suggest, I think it'd be worth taking a look at.
Kev's interested. Let's see how this plays. YouTube again.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Yeah, that's like the theme of the series, I feel like.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo.
Love
I
a good
work here.
violin.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
I hope
Don't
they go
torment
Assassin's
yourself for
Creed with
people around
this.
here.
I have no idea. I
Sometimes
don't know
the
anything
client is
about
feeling
it.
less than cooperative.
Go
and
all the
we
way
need to,
back in time.
Teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro. Where I come from, commitment means everything. If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Oh, that's a full fish.
Let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
He died for my father, for his honor. I won't let you do the same.
We have a traitor.
This stays between me.
Doesn't look like we're getting too much gameplay here, Kev.
No,
Miss family,
maybe not any.
loyalty
Yeah.
is everything.
We do
Great
not
story.
always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
But I think
Music is good. I'm here for the music.
And who are
Vision.
you, Enzo?
I think for these games, it's going to be more story driven because, like I said, there are other games that are open world that do the same thing that Mafia did, especially them putting it in this timeline. You could just go play Red Dead 2 again if you want. As
Yeah.
Headbook said, Gangs of New York looking. I'm putting it a little too far back in history by saying Red Dead, but you could play the prologue. That's, you know,
Yeah.
there's almost cars by the time or the epilogue, I'm sorry. So I think with Mafia, they're leaning into the story because that's going to be the draw as opposed to showing a lot of the gameplay. But I also want to point out that this has to be one of the many projects for which the Mafia themselves are probably putting money into this. You ever noticed all these Mafia movies? They always talk about how there's so much honor and shit, and there's like, oh yeah, it's a life of crime, but we never hurt real people. We only hurt other criminals and crooked cops, and it's just we got to swear an oath to your brotherhood. This is like a family. It's like, bro, you're putting cement shoes on people and killing them. Like, quit trying to class it up.
Stop
dude.
it. Stop it. Stop it.
I can swim, by the way. If you guys end up in a compromising
I don't know if
position.
anybody can swim through cement shoes, though. I think that's it. What up, Polar Knights?
It's about the American Congress.
It's kind of cool that the chat shows where they're posting from. That's good for them. Hold on, StreamYard. We'll be paying attention. This is more Kev than me. Kev likes it's Kev's game. Liza P got a prequel that I think came out. Yeah, DLC prequel. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to cover in here.
Atomic Heart. Yeah. Oh, the Cube finally got a video game, huh? That can't be the same Cube I'm thinking of.
No, MMORPG.
Damn.
It's not what you're thinking of. Not a Rubik's Cube.
Why is there no horror adaptation of that? That would be a fun, like, Layers of Fear style game, because all you would do, for those of you who haven't seen the Cube, first of all, for shame, please go watch the Cube. But it's essentially just like a series of different escape rooms or saw traps, if you'd like, that you would have to solve to get out. I feel like that is such an easy game to make. Developers from Layers of Fear, you're welcome. Please take that and run with it and follow up with a Cube game. Thank you very much.
Kev gets writing credit for that. Don't care about Sonic Worlds. Don't care about all these tie-in games.
There it is.
Oh, there's a Wu-Tang game.
Cosmic Invasion. Remember this,
here
James?
we go. Yep, you said there was a second one, so let's pop that.
So we've got our Marvel vs. Capcom. This looks like this might be our Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, what the? Oh, it's like a 2D, like Super Nintendo style game.
Now it makes more sense.
Yeah.
They're not both fighting. Bless you. You know, I wouldn't be buying this game if my local barcade happened to put one of these in there. I would break half the buttons. It would get some playing time.
Yeah, if this was at the old local arcade, I'd be in. But I'm not interested. These aren't my type of games. Okay, so I guess they're technically both fighting games, but also both very different fighting games.
And also both just reskins of things we've had a dozen times. So Marvel, what are you doing? What are you doing? Marvel licensing.
No idea. Headbug doesn't like She-Hulk. Polar Knights really likes my computer's frame by frame. Or you missed earlier when we had a real huge problem with it. So I guess that makes sense why there's two of them, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Swing and a miss. Wu-Tang, though. You interested in the Rise of the Deceiver?
I don't know what this is. Pause it. I saw Wu-Tang's announcement that they were coming back in video games. I'm like, what is this?
Gotta rescue them. This one we gotta protect. We cannot choose where come. People's dreams get snatched up out here.
Find Rizzo, find Master Kill, find Jizzle, find
I don't know what this is.
You have to find the Wu-Tang Clan? Oh, I can't wait.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
Let's go.
Jesus.
I think I'm in.
Points for creativity, I suppose, right?
Yes. Oh, we're getting Wu-Tang Kingdom Hearts, James. We're getting Wu-Tang Kingdom Hearts.
It really does look like it, doesn't it? Wu-Tang Kingdom Hearts.
I can't wait for that, dude.
Please, Polar Knights. Somebody on YouTube needs to save me.
We need to get a extra long Ethernet
new
cord.
Computer. I need new internet. It's all bad in these parts. Kev's in on Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver, it looks like.
Oh, so in, yes. To save their home of Shaolin, the Wu-Tang Clan must pass on their fantastical powers to a new generation of warriors. Oh my God, they're doing like Wu-Tang Shazam. Let's go.
Yeah, Kev's in. This is Kev's game.
True. I love
Again,
this,
points for
dude.
creativity. We make fun of a lot of people for having no new ideas. I suppose this counts.
This is the kind of stupid ways I want to see millionaires spending their money, you know? Like, this is the kind of passion project. You make it big in some field. I want to see you pour money into your passions. And the fact, what really popped me when I was like, are they going to do like a whole Shaolin thing? Like, is this going to be a Kung Fu-esque fighting game? And of course it is. And then they even got unlockable powers. So I imagine you're going to play as this character, go around, find the different Wu-Tang clan members and get BioShock upgrades for your character. Oh, I can't wait to play this, dude. Damn.
Oh boy, oh boy. Kev is ready to stream this game already. Get ready, folks. Get ready.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Wu-Tang, Rise of the Deceiver. I think after that it's really
oh, the Muppets are Muppet boxing. Okay, that might be the only other one to get me that excited. Wow.
Ugh, Jesus. All I know about this Out of Words game is that I'm pretty sure it was announced that it's going to be $80. It's the first Xbox game to get announced, if I read right.
Well,
let me look it up to confirm it.
I am out of words to say about that.
Make sure I'm gonna confirm that before moving past. I'm just looking it up real quick.
Although it looks like it was done in claymation, so it might be worth the price.
It's official, yes. The Outer Worlds. Oh, not Out of Words. It's Outer Worlds 2. Sorry, wrong game.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that doesn't feel right. So, whoops, that's why I want to look it up. My
that
fault.
Screams low budget indie. So if even those are going for $80, it's done.
Yeah, sorry. I slammed your game Out of Words. I didn't mean to.
Time to find your love for old PlayStation 2 games like I.
Oh,
have.
this is the.
Oh,
thing.
there he is.
Lashif
comes to Hitman. That's
right.
that's
what you were talking about. Sorry. Yeah. Well, he's coming to Hitman. He's not in the James Bond game. Same developer though, I think.
But it now makes sense why there is that crossover there. I'm here for it.
After Kev's gonna do his own thing on Deadpool VR. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Ooh, on MetaQuest too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kev's gonna cover that one. We're gonna leave that one alone. Okay, so we are through Summer Games Fest. Last but not least, we've got Xbox Game Showcase.
Ooh, there's another. I forgot there was another one.
There's one more. So long show today. Long show today. They have a nice little graphic of all their games announced. We'll just scroll through and discuss anything. Oh, yep. Okay. I want to discuss this, so I've got the video. I did download it, so hold on, folks. Microsoft announced a handheld.
What in the hell is Fallout 76 doing on that announcement grid,
really?
by the way?
Hell yeah. I love that. Okay, where is that one? Xbox.
Like, is it announcement worthy? I love Fallout. You guys know this. But it's DLC on an 8-year-old game, really? Like, that's just more filler content to me.
It's really, also this guy's hands look really weird. I don't like this. First thing that freaked me out about this announcement trailer.
Love this song. What is this, glitch hop? Can't play. Grab it like so. I gotta Shazam this later. You let me know.
Don't worry, it's an Xbox is coming. Somebody did a lot of work on this.
Honestly, with this, we might get a copyright claim for it. I might not have to look it up.
This is an Xbox.
Oh, they're still doing a This is an Xbox thing?
So that is their announcement for their handheld. I'll pull this back up. I don't know what this ROG is. This Ally, I have no idea. Not my thing. So if somebody smarter than me knows, let me know. Headbutt says, all right, X-Files. Launching this year. All I know is that it can play Steam games, and I think the Xbox games, you have to stream them. Something really weird. So it's kind of similar to the PlayStation's mobile thing they released.
Help me out here. What is the point of having a mobile device where you can't own the games that you would play, right? So you say you can play Steam games on there, so maybe you can download those Steam games to this device, but if you have to stream the Xbox games, now I am an old man, so I could be way off on this one, James, but back in my day, you brought the handheld console along because your television and your games and your console, that you couldn't bring them with you. So, you needed something convenient, battery powered that you could play. How the hell are you going to be able to know that you can just stream Xbox games when you're out on a trip? I still feel like a lot of the places I go, Wi-Fi is almost never great. I don't know what it is about, it doesn't seem to matter where you vacation. Are you going to have good Wi-Fi while you're traveling? It just, to me, I don't understand. Are people really going to be sitting in their living room playing this thing when they have a damn Xbox and probably a 50-inch TV in the other room? What is the point of this? Who is it for?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stop with the wiener pics. What?
I don't.
I disavow. I've never sent anyone any pictures. If I ever sent you a picture of a wiener, it was just because it was a great deal at Costco. I mean, they're like $1.50 for those things, man. How can you pass on that?
I agree. I'm out on this thing. I want more information, like on how the games work, so parents can get their TVs back from small children. Well, you could just buy a Switch too, but it might have a staple on it.
I mean,
ROG stands for.
I've been out on this since the PSP, though. I just think that there are certain things you just have to acknowledge. Maybe the Switch has been the one team that found that sweet spot. I don't know why Xbox and PlayStation even try. I don't know that there's enough of a market share. Like, the people who want this have had Switches for years now. Like, why are you coming to the table with this now?
Yeah.
You're lucky that some folks, myself included, aren't super hyped about the updated version of the Switch, but I think I'd still buy an old Switch before I bought one of these.
Yeah.
The PSP did suck.
Thanks, Shadow.
Appreciate you, Shadow. I like that you are old. When I get as old as you, I hope I get to play games all day. Dude, I can't wait for the nursing home, dude. I'm just going to have I'll be the only bastard there with physical media. Everybody will be trying to play my copy of Max Payne. I'll be, fuck you, Leonard. No. Unless you got more than painkillers.
I won't be. I'll have to hire people to the button click games. I'll be no good. We're officially out on this. I'm out. I'd rather have the Switch 2 with no games right now than this fucking thing.
I'd rather buy a fucking Meta Quest so I can play that Deadpool VR game. All right.
I'm out on
what are we doing?
Black Ops 7 announcement.
Stop it. They are so bankrupt creatively. Like, what are they doing? They're another one that can't do anything but be like, oh, let's put the guys from Scream in our multiplayer war game. Let's put Seth Rogen in Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty wants to be Fortnite so bad that they have betrayed anyone who ever loved Call of Duty for being, wait for it, a realistic first-person military shooter. It didn't have to be Fortnite, you idiots, but good job with first-person Fortnite. Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. How the hell is any of it still secret? 7 times in. Jesus Christ. Everybody knows they're not Black Ops anymore. They've been declassified.
I've been a Halo guy my whole life, not an Xbox guy or a Call of Duty guy. So I just laugh. It's not Halo's got its own fucking problems right now. But Clockwork Revolution. I was going to play this trailer, but it's 5 minutes long, and we are going long anyway. So
Oh, steampunk RPG though. Yes, I will see you there.
Maybe we'll do a pre-recorded one or something on this, just because it's 5 minutes long. So maybe we'll do that. Gears of War Reloaded, the remake of the original Gears of War, comes out in August. I am here for this. I will be playing this. Me and the boys, we got to go back.
I was going to say, James, I'm going to need somebody.
Yeah,
you know,
I
a
love
co-op
this game.
partner to beat Gears of War for what will
come on down, Kev. But unless you buy the handheld, then we'll have to figure it out.
This might have been, for my money, James, the best co-op campaign mode I've ever played.
So good, so much fun.
Like I got a lot of enjoyment. I'm only slightly kidding when I say I beat this game 4 or 5 times, because I would play it with a different friend. It'd be, oh, you haven't played this game yet, dude? We've got to do it. And just so much fun. Just waiting for that Hammer of Dawn.
The
to be
OG
online.
Gears, yeah. The Saw. Oh, Halo 3 is
good.
Halo 3 is after that.
Good nominee.
That was a good era, the Xbox 2 era. That was
Halo 3 is good.
Or Xbox 360, not 2. They didn't want to be 2 because the PS3 was coming out. Yeah, we're here. I'm here for Gears of War. Ground, I don't know what this is. I don't care about that.
Is that Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the video game?
Sure looks like it, or like a Bug's Life, so it kind of looks like, except they're going to kill you. Keeper, no thanks. Ninja Gaiden 4, releasing October 21st. Oh, we saw like the 2D side scroller game getting announced for Sony's console that has been out for Xbox because they were announcing the release date for this one, which is also on PS5, but it got announced at Xbox's event the last day of the 4 days.
Dude, they are, what a man. The Ninja Gaiden's all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Not my type, cup of tea. Glad to see it's back. There's a lot of people who love that series. Here it is. Outer Worlds 2 is the first Microsoft game that is $80. So I'm gonna just give my place.
Let's see.
Come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent
puts you at the center of a chaotic struggle for Arcadia's future.
They're not alone.
There we go. First person shooter.
I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Kind of gives Bioshock vibes on the music, not the gameplay.
Well, and the very Andrew Ryan-esque announcement.
Yeah.
Every last bit of my way. Every last bit that
This is the first $80 Microsoft.
Every last bit that I
That guy has no
save
way.
is intended for you.
Like the Doom Quake team?
Yeah, it's I'm out. I don't think so.
The cost may be high.
Not for $80.
Yeah,
it looks fun to me. Like,
looks fine, but
I like the aesthetic. I like that it, like you said, it does give off some Bioshock vibes. It did seem for a second there that it might be one of those like original Wolfenstein. Well, that was all the same company. I wish I could remember their name right now, but the guys who did Wolfenstein, then Doom, then Quake, like it had a little bit.
ID, isn't it? Is it ID? ID software?
I can't remember.
$80. I'm interested to see how epically these $80 games fail. Because everybody's going to try it. Some are going to work. Some are not.
Yeah, absolutely. Because people are going to pick their spots as far as where you're going to spend your money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know that one's going to do well at the $80 price point. I think
not
it's
for me.
The right kind of idea, though. I was just complaining about how Call of Duty just shits out the same game year after year.
Yeah, so this is different.
I think there's a need for more stuff like this, especially in that first-person shooter genre.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. Get weird with it. Try different stuff. some of it will work, some of it won't. But this game and the team behind it may be a victim of that upgraded price point, because I don't know that
they
anyone
also get the stigma of being the first. Like that's all the articles say. They're the first. Like I wouldn't like that.
Except for its wonderful Canadian country music, like Polar mentions here, I don't know if it's going to be worth that $80, man. It's trying real hard to be BioShock with that old timey tune.
Very BioShock feel. The look was kind of BioShock too.
Maybe trying to steal a little bit of that Fallout.
We've been hoodwinked by Shadow before. We're not falling this time.
Garfield Kart 3. It's the last thing we need on the extended trailer or the extended show today is for us to fall victim to another fake trailer.
We've done that before.
We've done it ourselves before.
We've done it. I've made us watch a fake Final Fantastic Four trailer once. That's on me.
We don't need your help. Dumb over here.
We'll do it
Shadow.
ourselves.
Come on, we'll do it.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the remake.
Okay, 3 and 4.
I'm
Those
glad
would be
they're
the
making
two
it.
to have. 1 and 2,
not my
just like free skating areas, right?
Yeah.
At least 3 and 4 has more of the open world concept.
Yeah, I'm glad it's getting remade. Not my type of games, but I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people. If it's a $40 game, I bet that game sells like gangbusters.
That'll get hit so hard either during a holiday or summer sale. Like that is a game that will sell a lot. I agree with you though. I just
July 11th. See it right
full
there.
price.
July 11th. They do that for $40. July 11th. I bet you're gonna sell.
That one's gonna be a beast on Black Friday, dude. That thing's gonna sell so many units.
$30 on Black Friday. Absolutely. We got some other. I don't know what this is, but there's some cute little animal things there.
What? I don't have that kind of time, dude. But that.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll through. Game Freak, the makers of Pokemon, is making a Souls-like game. This was a big deal. Got announced. People are like, "What the fuck?" This isn't Pokemon.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe those Christians were onto something. Maybe Pokemon is demonic. What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks cool.
Kind of looks like
I would not
Pokemon.
play this type of game.
Be too hard. I'd get too mad.
Yeah,
Just the thing is, people are stunned. This is Game Freak making this.
That's wild.
It's not a Pokemon game, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm into that. I wouldn't play it, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, not for me.
For those who have the fortitude to handle that, I'd quit.
Same. We've got this game, The Blood of Dawn Walkers, a bunch of former CD Projekt Red people. I don't know anything about it. There's a lot of just new shit. Oh, Final Fantasy finally making its way to Xbox. That's a big one. Final Fantasy 7 game, and then they shadow dropped Final Fantasy 16. They released it the day they announced it. So Square Enix finally going full multi-platform, realizing that. What's that?
Is it free or?
Oh, no. Absolutely not free.
Someone's gonna have to explain that one to me sometimes, James, because I don't maybe I don't know. Maybe that is a good. I struggle at the idea of doing a same day announcement like that. Everything that I've been taught about marketing tells me that's not the smart business to say. Like, why would you do that?
Mainly probably
how
because
is that going to help you in an industry where you're judged on how many did we fucking sell today? Why would you do a surprise? Oh, hey, I don't know. That one's weird to me.
And I do it a lot, probably because it was exclusive to PlayStation for so long that the rumors have been floating around, so they just do it. And I think the main one is like, hey, Final Fantasy's coming out. 7's coming out this fall. But it's not even the new one; it's the first one. So
maybe I'm thinking about this incorrectly here, James. Maybe I am not. They say lizard brain, but the reality is it's more of like a fish brain. Maybe I'm not fish brained enough at this moment because
probably not.
Maybe there is something to. Here's 20 different things you can't buy that all look really cool, but also here's something you didn't know about, and you could give us money for this today
right now
if you're feeling impulsive enough to buy something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is brilliant. We'll see.
Maybe we'll see the sales numbers. Who knows? High on Life 2 coming out. This is the game that is created. It might be it's wrote or created by the Rick and Morty people.
I believe I just got the first one for free a month ago on PlayStation Plus.
You might have actually, yeah. It's like Talking Guns and shit.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be really cool. I've never played it.
The fact that it got a sequel makes me want to play it. Honestly, most of the free games on PlayStation Plus, I accept them because they're free, but I never play them half the
This
time.
one's supposed to be
Like,
pretty
why are
cool.
these free?
I never played it, but I
This
know it
looks
was
fun.
It's Rick and it's somebody with Rick and Morty did this. They're involved as the creators or the writers or something, so it gives off a lot of Rick and Morty vibes.
Oh, that explains the talking gun.
Talking gun, right? Yep. Here you go, Kev. There's an invincible fighting game.
Ooh, yeah.
Pretty long trailer.
3 versus 3. Okay.
Oh, there's Omni-Man coming up here.
Had enough
I have a cartoon finish. Ooh.
Not even close.
It's the actual gameplay, but I don't know seriously. Oh, here we go. There we go. Right here.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Here we go.
Little face gameplay.
I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, it's a fighting
I got
game.
so excited for a second.
No, just straight fighting game. They are using the voice actors from the show, though. I was kind of in until it was a 2D fighting game.
Cheaped the hell out of Rex on that one. I don't blame her. So, damn.
Let's do this.
I'm sure they're gonna have
Headbug feeling all
a
the
lot of blood.
emotions.
Okay, lost me again. So I was really hoping that a show that is so clearly inspired by Dragon Ball Z, at least in the way that they do the fight on the show. I haven't read all of the comics. I don't know if that was there initially, but when you think about the show and how they're using the voice actors and all that stuff, I was really hoping we'd see something with more of the Dragon Ball Z third person point of view, especially with 3-on-3, because then that leaves you not necessarily an open world like with Xenoverse where you can fly all over the place, but it would really lend itself because so much of the attacks are like instant transmission. It's people flying in the air. It's just the way these characters fight isn't great for just your typical 2D side by side. It would have been a lot cooler, but that's just me being biased towards the particular aspect of it that I like the most. So I'm a little let down, but I would still play it. Like if I went over
this was
to
free,
the homie's house, they were like, "Oh, we want to play the Invincible game." I'd definitely get my ass beat. Because for those of you who don't know, I suck at fighting games. I am not good. I think I still know some of Scorpion and Sub-Zero's combos. Outside of that, and Eddie Gordo from Tekken. Other than that, I got shit, dude. I can't do nothing. I'm just button mashing, getting my ass beat in all these games. So I normally avoid them like to play because I get frustrated enough in real life. I don't need. It's one thing to get beat by another human online. I don't want to play a game where I can't even beat up on the computer. That is not me. So I won't be buying it, but I would play a few rounds of this game.
Yeah. Kev will play.
Relax, Jesus. No, I will never relax.
I think that's really it. Oh, there's Persona 4 revival game. I'm not Persona guy. There's a lot of people excited about that.
Lana, the Planet of Lana 2. Let's go. An Archer game.
It's new Super Meat Boy 3D. Never played those games.
Dude, when are they going to make another Katamari game? They've done that in a while. You ever
No,
play that game?
they that company who makes that announced something else. I can't remember what it was. There's a lot of people pissed off. Here you go. Fallout 76 shows off fantastic fishing update. There you go, Kev. Gone fishing.
Are you shitting me? That's got to be a ruse of some kind. There's got to be more to it than that. Otherwise, that really is. I was lightly joking about the filler content before.
To its humblest of ponds.
That looks fishing.
Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing,
I'm way overhyped.
What do you got on there, Jeff?
It actually looks like it's fishing.
Worms.
I gotta pour me a drink.
It is free though, so that's good, Kev. It's free.
It's free? Okay. Well, I guess I'll download it. That is my least favorite aspect. Any game that allows you to fish, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I don't like to fish in real life.
No,
So the last thing I want to do in a video game is something that I wouldn't do in real life. I'll do plenty of things in video games that I couldn't do in real life because I lack the ability or the superpower, but I'm not going to fish in a video game, dude.
Nope. I'm out on that.
If the only way to survive was fish, I'd die.
Yeah, I'm out. Indy Jones DLC, Sea of Thieves is still getting content, and that's it, Kev. We have done it.
Did it. 90 minutes, gang.
A hell of a oof. Sorry for the long show, folks.
I'm not. I'd do it again.
Hell yeah, we would. Yeah, a lot of content. As previously stated, Kev was going to do Deadpool VR one, and then there was another one we went through that we would probably discuss. I can't remember what it was, though. When I remember that, we'll go over it. A lot of shit coming out, Kev, so you got to make a decision on what system you're going to buy, bud.
I know.
Maybe it's the ROG, the Republic of Gaming Xbox Ally, whatever the fuck this thing is.
There it is. Yeah, I can't wait to bring that thing along.
What is it going to be, like $600?
$700 for a game that is completely dependent on you having good Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, if you're me, do not buy it because it won't work.
PS5, you might be right.
They have not announced a price increase yet. They've stayed steadfast in this whole deal.
I am leaning towards the PS5. We've probably talked about this before, so forgive me for repeating it, but it always comes down to that one game. That's what got me into the PS4.
Just one.
I'm always a late adapter to a new console, but I was like, oh wow, Spider-Man, I got to play that. So I guess we're getting a PS4. And as weird as it may seem, that Snake Eater remake might be the thing that sold me on, well, it's not like one of these is $300 cheaper than the other anymore. So maybe it might be worth it for me to go the PS5 route. I'm leaning towards it.
PS5 is more powerful.
Like and subscribe so I can buy 2 consoles.
There it is, folks. Please like and subscribe so Kevin can buy both of them. Shout out everybody in the chat today. Headbug, Shadow, Polar Knights, Darth Maul was in there early. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Testing out the new chat features today. Seemed to work pretty good. We stream weekly, Mondays, 6 p.m. like now, and Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern on Honshot First, our flagship Star Wars show. Kev, outside of here, where can they find you at?
That is right. You can find me at the times James just listed, first and foremost. Make sure you got notifications on. So we've got some other videos coming out this week. Other than that, the Clout Route schedule update. We are off on Sunday for Father's Day, but
congratulations, fathers.
We will be making up for it with a Tuesday stream, and I have at least one, if not 2, very special surprises for Danny. James, you missed it. Ooh. Danny pulled a prank on me in our last episode, and I have responded in kind.
Ooh.
Except in typical Kevin fashion, I have also decided to try to do a little more. So I've got my response, and then some. So if you're interested in seeing what any or all of that is about, make sure you go subscribe over to the Clout Route and be ready for
All
a
of 'em over there.
Tuesday 6 p.m. stream. So next week you'll get 3 straight days of a 2-egg omelet. Won't that be nice? You'll have us at 6 p.m. Monday, Clout Route 6:20 Tuesday, and then we'll be right back here Wednesday at 9 for Han. Other than that, shout out to my friends over at Carnage Media. If you ever want to see me at work, go check them out. We've just released all of the pro wrestling videos for Benchmark Pro Wrestling. Have more free fights coming out daily. And that is it. That's where you can find me as of right now. Of course, we'll let you know if more stuff comes up, but I've got to go make fun of this Deadpool game soon.
Hell yeah.
And a new comic video coming out this week. So, look.
See it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back live this Wednesday, 9 p.m. right here. Like, subscribe. We'll see you then. Yeah, I kind of jumped the gun there. So until next time, folks, we'll see you.